All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, our two great kings. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down that rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hope for the elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson of how below the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai allows it to go. I don't want to name the video. The Lord put their heads in the sand. All right, and Lord Woods brothers can see on the screen. I just did a simple Google search for the meaning of what it means if somebody has their head in the sand, and it says unwilling to recognize or acknowledge a problem or situation. All right, so again, unwilling to recognize or acknowledge a problem or a situation. All right, and there's a lot of problems going on right now in Babylon the Great. A lot of things are going on here in Babylon the Great. All right, aka America. All right, which again, the true name of this place is Babylon the Great, mystery of Babylon, spoken about in the book of Revelations. All right, and the majority of our people have their heads completely and utterly in the sand. All right, not paying attention to the things that are important. Not, matter of fact, since I said that, it just came to mind. All right, they just completely and utterly we're seeing the build-up of Jacob's trouble. All right. It's a big problem. All right, that's a big problem. Going to be a big problem for our people because they're not going to have any protection. All right, at all. This is Second Peter chapter 3 verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And the earth also and the works that are in should be burned up. Right. So the Lord said the day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. Who's going to come to a thief in the night to? The ones of our people that have their heads in the sand, that aren't paying attention to the important things. All right. Prophecies. That's the most important things. Important thing. All right. Not just worried about Diddy, not just worried about, all this other garbage that Esau pushing out there, sports or whatever. Not just worried about all that garbage. All right. Especially this P. Diddy thing, man. Right. Now you got this thing, Boosie now or whatever. Just a whole bunch of garbage, man. Shit, really important. Right. But meanwhile, in the Middle East, Esau blowing people up, blowing people's pages up, blowing people's pagers and radios and laptops and stuff up. All right. Esau has soldering them Arabs over there. All right. And just sent more troops over there to the Middle East too. By the way, an additional number of troops over there. On top of that, you got and also another thing today. Somebody said they're saying that Kamala Harris, somebody took a shot, was shooting at her office in Arizona or somewhere. All right, so it's a lot of stuff going on, man. But again, the majority of our people heads are in the sand. All right, but it says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation, the prophecies. All right, in these scriptures, listening to the prophets of the Lord. All right, that's that holy conversation. And God, verse 12, looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens shall be on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, Salakia. And that's going to happen in that third world's nuclear war. All right, verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for a new heaven and a new earth, wherein the will of righteousness. And that's what a lot of our people, the majority of our people, are looking for. They're not looking for a new heaven and a new earth. All right, they're looking for this place to get better, this place to get fixed. Which, if you're in that mindset, the scriptures speak about the people imagining a vain thing. All right, anybody that thinks that America can bounce back, or they want America to bounce back, or whatever, you're in reality, you're imagining a vain thing. All right. But again, you got all these things going on in the world, and the majority of our people have their heads in the sand to the most important things, which again is prophecy. All right. And they're going to get destroyed. They're going to end up as sand. All right. You got your head in the sand. You're going to end up as sand. You're going to become fertilizer for the earth. All right. This is St. Matthew chapter 13, verse 10. And the disciples came to him, saying unto him, why speak thou to them in parables? Verse 11 is the Lord Yahweh. And he answered, said to them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Right? Like the adolescence is, the Lord put their heads in the sand to the important things. All right, the important things is prophecy, not what's going on in the entertainment world, not what's going on in the sports world, which is mostly the internet. Whatever. It's not the important things. All right, the important things, at least the things is the situation with the dogs. All right, because supposedly and they're saying there's going to be a lot of them dock workers on the East Coast, even down towards all the way down here in Florida, the docks or whatever down here, in the Gulf in Texas, and all them docks or whatever. I'm saying that it's pretty much guaranteed there's going to be a strike. They're going to go on strike. Those are the most important things. That's going to disrupt the supply chain. Those are the important things. All right. Again, not what's going on in the entertainment world. All right. Because that's part of the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. Because you got to know these things so you can prepare yourself to get down with these, learn these precepts. All right. Well, listen to the prophets. All right. Wake up and realize what time you're in. All right. Learn the scriptures so you know what time you're living in. All right. In hopes to get salvation. But only the elect is going to go begin. The Lord is going to keep the people intent. All right. Why? Because it's not given to them. It's meant for them. The Lord, their lot is to have their head in the sand, basically. Their lot is to have their heads in the sand. All right. Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, which is, who is that? The elect. But to them, it is not given. Who's to them? The 2/3, which again, who the Lord, their lot, the Lord made their lot to have their heads in the sand, not pay attention until destruction comes. Verse 12, for whosoever hath to him shall be given, and have more abundance like it. But whosoever have not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And it's like, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Elias, saying, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. Right, so they hear and they understand. All right, but it goes in one ear out of the other, because again, the Most High set them up to have their heads in the sand. All right, the Most High made their lot to have their heads in the sand. All right, unto their own destruction. All right, verse 15, for the people's heart waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed. Right, and that's their eyes are shut and their ears are closed, stopped. All right, they stop their ears from anything that's important. All right, like these prophecies, the most important things. Like again, what's going on in the Middle East, the whole dock situation we got going on over here, was that dock situation that's about to happen here. Things like that. Those are the important things. All right. You can't forget the plagues and the peaks. The whirlwind, the storms. Like down here in Florida, we're getting ready to have a hurricane or whatever. All right. But it says their ears and they have closed. They have closed like it, and they have closed. They have closed. Any time they should see with their ears and hear with their eyes, and should understand and with their hearts, and should be converted, and I should heal them. Again, the Lord's not going to heal them, because their life is to have their heads in the sand. Verse 16, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. And that's the elect. For verily, whose head ain't in the sand. All right. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. Right, so we're living in the best times, man. All right, we're living in the time, these perilous times that our forefathers saw, the visions and the prophecies that our forefathers showed. The Lord showed our forefathers, Salakia. We're actually living in these times. We're living in those times the Lord was showing you. All right. And again, all hell is about to break loose in America. All right, throughout the four corners of the globe, especially here in Babylon the Great. All right, so I'm gonna get one more and I'm gonna wrap it up. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse verse 41. As my mouth was open and shut no more, the highest gave understanding unto the 5 men, and they wrote the wonderful vision. What are the wonderful visions? The prophecies of the night that were told when they knew not. And they sat 40 days, and they wrote in the day, and at night they ate bread. As for me, I spake in the day, and I held not my tongue by night, which that's what the Lord's prophets doing. All right, speaking the day, and not holding out, and I held not my tongue by night. So we do these videos so we get a day in, day out, every day. The prophets are out there prophesying. We might not always be on the streets, but brothers always up 24 hours a day. Just to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All right. Verse 44. In 40 days they wrote 240 books, and it came to pass when the 40 days were fulfilled. The first that thou hast written, published openly, that the worthy and the unworthy, maybe worthy is the elect, the unworthy are who? The 2/3, because they can read the scriptures. All right, they can even hear this word, but they're not going to understand it. Why? Because the Lord put their heads in the sand. All right. Verse 46, but to the 70 last, but keep the 70 last, that thou mayest deliver them only to such as be wise among the people. Which who was that? The elect. All right, the elect to be Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So, yeah, again, get in the sand, unwilling to recognize or acknowledge more situation. Again, there's a lot of problems going on in the world right now that our people are unwilling to recognize or acknowledge. All right, again, they rather worry about folly, worry about stuff that has nothing to do with them at all. All right, has nothing to do with anything really. Like, again, the situation with Diddy or with Boosie, that has nothing to do with nothing, man. All right, at all. Or some other garbage like sports or anything. That has nothing to do with nothing, man. All right, that don't affect your life, his life, their lives don't affect your life at all. But what's getting ready to happen, such as the ports and shit, if it shuts down, or this third world war, all right, all those things, those affect your life, because you're in Babylon the Great. If we're saying this place is going to be destroyed, it obviously affects you because you're in the land of America, Babylon the Great. All right, so that affects you. If we're saying that the scriptures say it's going to be a famine or a shortage of things, the 4 storehouses being found empty, and the Lord can kick that off by shutting down them docks or whatever, and eventually stopping the truckers from running and all that, that affects you. Those are the important things. All right, but again, people are worried about the dumb shit. All right, so with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak, Wadash, double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push this truth and sincerity. Yadam say shalom.